This is my go-to hairstyle. This is the way I usually wear my hair when I go out shopping and everything. I like to pull this up so that my hair doesn't fly into my eyes like when I'm driving and everything. And as I've been cutting my own hair since December 2015, because Jesus told me not to go to a beautician, and I'm getting pretty good at this. uh, the way I handle it is for the bottom, I eyeball it for the bottom. And then for the layers, I use scissors. And then when I want to do when I want to refine my layers, then I use like a shaver comb. Anyways, this video is mainly about my new website. The name is Gabriellechana.blog. Right now I'm paying for two websites because I plan on leaving the one where I'm at because I'm going to be leaving that and going completely WordPress. But I need about a month transition where I can look at both sites so that while I'm building up my new website, I can study the old pages and make sure that I bring everything over from my old site to my new site and that I don't leave anything behind. So my number one priority right now is to build my new website in areas where I couldn't build it if I didn't have my old site up. So basically all the pages at my old site that I need to be able to see in order to build at my new site, that's what I'm working on now though. Yesterday I made an exception. I learned that I can embed my BitChute videos. Now they don't give you an embed code at BitChute like they do for YouTube and Vimeo and Veo and a lot of the more established video hosting sites. But the way I figured out that I can embed the videos at BitChute is when you look at your BitChute video, in the bottom lower right of the video, there's a magnet. It's shaped like a U. You right click on that, and then up at the top, you'll see the URL. You copy the entire string up at the top, and then you paste it like onto a notepad page and then study it. And the part of the code that starts with there's a bit of like a seed code in the middle of that. It's a huge blob, but in the middle of it you'll see HTTPS : the name of and then it ends in .mp4. You copy that specific seed, take it out, and then you can paste it right into your WordPress site, and boom, WordPress automatically embeds the BitChute video. The only problem with it is that, when you paste it into WordPress's HTML code section, only problem is you can't do any modification to it. You can't like center it. You can't put any code around it. You just have to leave it alone. It left aligns, but it does offer a full screen view to the viewers. It gives them a toggle where they can adjust the volume, and so it works pretty good. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to back up my entire YouTube channel using that method at my website. And I've already got it set up. I spent all day yesterday. I set up 31 different links with 30 videos, 30 different pages, and excuse me, with 30 videos per page because I have over 900 YouTube videos. I've been doing this since 2011. January 2011. So I've got like 921 uploaded YouTube videos. And I plan on backing them all up at DTube, BitChute, and at my website. The problem with DTube is that they don't play my older uploads. Like any upload that's older than a month, they don't play at DTube. I don't like that because I'm primarily uploading my videos to these other sites as an archive. And what kind of an archive can I have at DTube when they don't play? But BitChute does. So BitChute is my main go-to for my archive, and the good news is I figured out how to embed them. So what I did is I've got 30 pages at my Gabriellechana.blog site, and there's a master page called YouTube Video Archive. It's like a link when you go into my site. And on that master page, I have right now I've got 31 page links that will take you to another page. And on that other page, there will be 30 videos per page. Right now, I've only got one page up with 30 videos on it. I'm going to have to do this later. I've already backed up my entire YouTube channel to my computer, all the videos, along with the scene descriptions that went with each video. So that'll be a future project. I got started on it yesterday just to see how it would look. And the good news is when you go to the master page at my WordPress site for these videos, each page title basically tells you what the general content for those 30 videos are. Like it might be the Gail Android, so I'll say Gail Android videos page. Or it might be a page that might be Forbidden Abyss Part 1 children's audiobook videos. Then that would be the title of the link. So what I did is I went through my archive that I have at my computer and picked a name for each page that with the year, month and year, beginning and end, as well as the general subject or focus of the videos for that period, so that when people go to my website, they can see what right now, let's say you go to YouTube or DTube or BitChute, it's very confusing because I'm uploading past videos and present videos, like videos from 2011 and 2018 at the same time at BitChute. And let's say there's a specific video you're looking for. Oh, I want to see something about the Gail Android. Well, I haven't done any of that at BitChute yet. But if you try to go find that at YouTube, you don't even, unless you really know a lot about that time period, you wouldn't know where to go. Like you'd go back and back and back, and you waste all your time trying to find this one video. So if you just go to my WordPress site, I made it real easy because the name of the page tells you basically what subject matter, what type of videos are on that page. And I noticed in every period of my life, I was usually focusing on one specific thing predominantly, or two or three different things. So I've got I've got names of video. So when you go to my WordPress master page for my YouTube archive, the names of the page links basically tell you what year and what subjects were being dealt with at that page. So, and like the Gail Android videos, I actually titled that page Gail Android videos, So, or let's say you're interested in when the Mexican Pukaki happened, the title of the page says Mexican Pukaki. So I'll have links for all these pages underneath this video so you can check it out. So my WordPress site is very user-friendly. It even has a search mode where you can search. It's got a translator there. If you're from another country and you don't speak good English, there's a translator, a Google Translator. And I'm going to be backing up my entire YouTube channel. That's going to take me a couple months. So it's very user-friendly. And that's the reason I created the site. So if anybody wants to learn more about me or my men, you just up at the top, the page headings pretty much tell you what each page is about. You can just click on that and learn more. And then on the sidebar, all my pages are listed. I also have Jesus the Eternal Bride, Jesus Speaks audio videos all up too because they're free. They're on the sidebar too. So I really like the setup. You got to check out my website. Another thing that's happened to me this week is Google Plus suspended my account. I believe I know the reason. I think it was because of malware, which I find really interesting because I never took a course in programming. I don't even know how to do malware. But apparently, Zach Knight told me, as I asked him, I said, why is Google Plus complaining about me? What have I done? And Zach Knight told me this was about 6 months ago. Oh, he says it's because they found malware. You're introducing malware into their program. So what I did back then was I eliminated all the recent uploads, and that seemed to solve the problem, and they reinstated me. But within the past month, as I've been working on my WordPress site, I set up WordPress so that it automatically forwards my newest posts to Google+, to Twitter, to Facebook, and to Amazon, my author page. And I thought I'd be safe that way, but apparently Lori McBride has found a way to introduce malware into my Google Plus account, even when I'm using my WordPress posts. Personal opinion, I've been talking with my men brain to brain about this. They tell me it's an inside job, that there's somebody Lori McBride Jesuit, who works at Google Plus, has been using my post to introduce malware into Google Plus, and they believe him over me, him or her, whoever it is. Usually it's a him who does malware, so I don't know. It could be a her. I'm not going to rule a woman out because Lori McBride is evil. But anyways, they inform me it's an inside job, but Google Plus doesn't believe us. They think it's either me or my my men behind the malware. So I know I didn't do it, but I'm getting used to this. Google will shut down me. They discontinued me from their AdSense program in 2014 because one of my well-meaning fans did illegal clicking. And I can't control what other people do. But yet I get punished for what other people do with Google and YouTube. That's the way it works. That is just the way it works. I can't control who put malware into my posts at Google Plus, but I get punished for it. They shut me down. The good news is I don't think it was that much of a big deal. I mean, I hardly ever use Google Plus, and I don't think many people were going there to read my posts, so it's not a major loss, but it's utterly unfair that I am being punished for the actions of somebody else. And I don't know who they are, but I hope they get caught and punished. Lori McBride is really good at framing people with her crimes. And I've noticed, like, she hates Donald Trump, and she hates anybody who voted for Donald Trump or who likes Donald Trump. And she and Hillary Clinton are like BFF. So Hillary Clinton is just totally evil. The sad thing is I've noticed that people right now that tend to be liberal, and I have nothing against liberals. In fact, a lot of the men on my marriage list are liberals. In fact, Brent Spiner is kind of like a liberal, but he's more of a centrist now. And I'm a centrist, but I've noticed that, like, if you're a really strong liberal, it's very hard for most liberals today to be objective. And there are exceptions, but to be objective about those who are manipulating them, controlling them, and doing all their thinking for them, to try to tell them how a liberal is supposed to behave. Or how a liberal is supposed to think. It's like the liberal people out there can't think for themselves, and they become easy prey to Lori McBride's manipulations. And because she totes herself as a liberal, and because the Brent Spiner clone totes himself as a liberal, those who tend to have a liberal ideology tend not to believe that Lori McBride or the Brent Spiner clone are evil. They think that we just think that because we're not liberals and we don't like them because they're liberal. That has nothing to do with it, folks. I'm actually kind of a liberal myself. I'm actually a centrist, but I'm telling you the truth. If you'll notice, I don't say anything bad about Barack Obama. You know why? Because I'm kind of a liberal. I'm a centrist, but I have some liberal leanings. But because I'm a centrist, I am objective and I can see what's really going on here. And because Lori McBride is toting the liberal banner and she's getting a lot of liberals over to her side, she's doing, I got to get my laundry. Anyway, I miss my Windows Movie Maker. I don't really have time to learn a new video program right now. I'm working really, really hard on my website. But the thing is, I have backed up my YouTube videos I will be backing them all up at BitChute and DTube. I've actually got it all backed up to my computer, and I'm just going to do that in case Lori McBride is shutting down all of her opposition. She's practicing massive censorship, and she seems to have Google and YouTube right in the palm of her hand. So I am at WordPress, and I have a setup there, and I'm using my BitChute. So if YouTube goes down, BitChute will have me. You can't do anything fancy with BitChute, but at least I'm there.